Roberta.
Welcome to J is for Justice podcast. If live breaking news and following true crime is your thing, then please consider subscribing to my channel. And if you like what you see in my videos, please consider giving them a thumbs up.
Another one bites the dust.
Bye, Ernie Shell. See you and wanna be you. Hello, everyone. Welcome to J is for Justice. It is Tuesday, December the 27th, and I hope you guys are all having a fabulous day. Lizzie Bones has been naughty this year. Hey, Lizzie, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you. I hope you have a wonderful New Year. Angie B, welcome back to the Steel. It looks like we need it with all the Ernie shells in this world. Cheryl T, my beautiful auntie. Hello, everyone. She says, I have no way to get home. All reservations cycle till after the 1st. Where are you, Cheryl T? Where are you stuck? Cycle. Oh, canceled. Hey, Teresa. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. We're going to be talking about Hunter Johnson. What Steve Goncalves has said about the wounds. And we're going to go back and talk about Jack a little bit, too. Leaf Lover Liz, listening from my law firm. Sounds like a tongue twister. Leaf Lover Liz, listening from my law firm. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. So tonight, you guys, I see a lot of you green members in chat. Tonight, 7 p.m. is our do-over of a very Roberta Christmas. We're going to have some trivia. We're going to have some giveaways. I'm going to do a Q&A. And that'll be that. Summer is out in the living room. She didn't want to go live today. Oh, wait, really? Great White? Where is that? Yes, Summer Lou is taking a little break. It's warming up here. I hope it's warming up where you are as well. We have some sunshine and it's looking pretty nice. And here is a reminder to put it on live chat if you have not already. Where is that footage from the bar? Can we first touch on the meet and greet? What about the meet and greet? What do you want to touch on with the meet and greet? I don't see any Corner Club video. We do have well, this is interesting. Their walk from the Corner Club to Friendship Square. But I do not see a video from the Corner Club. Where is that? Where would that be at? Where is Great White? Because I don't see it. If you have it, let me know. But I do have a video. Let's watch this first. Because this is pretty, I haven't seen this. This is going to be their walk from the Corner Club to Friendship Square where the grub truck was. I think. It won't play. What the hell? Well, that was stupid. Yeah, it won't play for some reason. It's Fox News, but it's not working for some reason. Isn't that weird? It says Idaho murders walk from Corner Club to Friendship Square in downtown Moscow. But it won't play. So I guess that's a scrub. Scrub that. Okay, so what did you guys want to talk about the meet and greet? I can't see it, Cheryl. They have new surveillance pics at Corner Club. That's new to me. So you're saying it's on YouTube? I'm not seeing anything about the Corner Club an hour ago. Oh, here it is. Oh, that is Jack. Oh, guys. Look at his feet. Remember we were looking at his feet last night? Oh my God. So he was there? Where did this come from? I mean, I would have to say that's definitely him, you guys. I mean, the shoes are a dead giveaway. Oh, yeah. Look at the bill on the hat. Let me see if I can. Whoa. And Kaylee's kind of standing back from him, isn't she? Maddie's all close. But Kaylee's kind of standing back. Do you guys think that could be that Einan Harsh? Let's zoom in a little bit more and see. That Einan had a distinct look, and he was not wearing a ball cap. And Einan was wearing that like gown thingy. You guys are the best. I didn't even see this today. Thank you, Great White. I don't know. Looks pretty close to me. So what does this mean, you guys? What the hell does this mean? The same little beady eyes. Yep. Yeah, I don't think it looks, got me stumped. I don't think it looks like Harsh either. Wait, what? I love that name. Yeah, Auntie. Yes. Wait, what? Weird Auntie speaks out for JD. Now this. What the hell? This is 1:32 a.m., you guys. Oh, shit.
What?
He's sitting on a stool. So if you look, here, I'll make it small again. He's sitting on a stool. But those shoes, I mean, you cannot. There cannot be another person with these kind of feet that just happened to be in that bar and look like him. Let me move Roberta out of the way. Roberta, you're kind of in the way right now. All right, we'll put Roberta down here. Now look at the shoes, guys. So I have a couple questions. You know what? This just got derailed because this is absolutely mind-blowing. But where did we hear that Jack D was in bed? Who said that? Lizzie Bones. She says clown shoes.
Jeepers.
This is from the Corner Club. Yes. I don't even need to look at the hat and beard. I'm looking at the damn feet. Because there ain't nobody with feet like that. Wait, what? So, wait a minute. Okay. So, Jack D said he was at home sleeping, but where did we hear this? The only thing that I can say for certain is that the cops said the person they called was not involved in the murders. Jack D is the ex-boyfriend of Kaylee. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, Crime Solver, hold on. Thank you for your super chat. Crime Solver says, look over to the right in the pic and see who else is there. Wowzers. Adam. All right, let's make this. Let me get rid of this for a second. And let's just take a look at this picture by itself. Crime Solver, you're on the nice list. Thank you again for your super chat. Let's take a look. How can you tell who these people are, though, up here? I can't make out anybody, but is the guy in the white the one that walked them to the food truck? Hello, Olive. Okay, so this is hoodie guy sitting here. Jay, all the way far right. Are you talking about this guy in the black? Let me get my handy dandy annotation tool. I'm not looking at the whole pic. All right, let me see. It looks like I am. I didn't crop anything, you guys. This is all that I see on here. Look, I'll show you what I see. Crime Solver, now you're naughty. It is the whole pic, though, you guys. Watch. That's the whole pic that I have. That's it. So what am I missing? Crime Circus. Okay, let me find Turkey something. Turkey something. I'll find it. Hold on. Sorry, I'm looking. I'm finding all kinds of pictures. Yeah, I can't find it anywhere. I'm not sure where this originally came from. I don't know how anybody got this. Who originally released it? I want to get it from wherever it originally. See, that's all I have. Drip drop with Crime Circus? All right, let me check Twitter really quick. I hate Twitter, but I'll check it. Okay, I've got the whole thing. That was easy. Thank you, Twitter. I guess I shouldn't say I hate Twitter. But who freaking released this? Hold on. This is a good... Hold on. We've got the goods. All right, let's make this big now. Okay. You're right. I did not have the whole thing. So first of all, let's look up here. Are you guys saying that? Let's get my little annotation tool. Okay. So are you guys saying that this guy... Shit. With the hat on is a cop? I can't go to Crime Circus. I don't know who that is. How can I go to something I don't know who that is? And I can't just like go and play everybody's stuff. But anyways, this guy here, you're saying he's a cop. Yes, it's very small. Well, he's definitely wearing those same jackets that all the cops wear. Merry Christmas, Joel. So you guys, if you're just joining, what we're looking at is a photo from inside the Corner Club. And we're going to zoom in on, there's Hoodie Guy right there. Dude, why would he be there? And this is supposedly at 1:30. Crime Circus lets anyone play his videos. Okay. Are you guys sure? His last video is 9 minutes. I don't think he'll mind if you give him credit. I'm taking y'all's word for it. I usually don't do this. Right, but we knew Hoodie Guy was there, but we didn't know this guy that looks like the chief is there. And then who's the door guy? Who's sitting on the chair? Adam? I thought Adam was the bartender. Why is he sitting by the door? I wouldn't say there's necessarily a huge crowd there, though. And then you got to think about, what did you tell Adam? I told Adam everything. What's everything? Okay. Well, I'll definitely give him credit. I don't have a problem with that. I don't like to assume that anybody's okay with that and then it comes back to bite me. That's why I just usually don't do it. Crime Circus. Okay. Oh my God, that picture. Is this it right here? Must be. Okay, so let me put the link to this channel for you guys. And then we will play the video. All right, here is... All right, now we're going to take a look at this video from Crime Circus. It's kind of a funny page. Okay. Kev, thanks for subscribing. Kev. Kevin! All right, so this is Crime Circus here. Is this the one we're going to watch? The 9-minute one at the very top? Oops.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Crime Circus. My name...
Hold on. I have never heard of this channel. You guys find everything. Okay. Let's see here. All right. Again, thank you to Crime Circus for this video. I want to make sure we've got it all in viewing range because that's kind of important. You guys go subscribe to him. Okay, let's get rid of Roberta for the time being. Bye, Roberta. Okay. All right, here we go.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Crime Circus. My name's Drip Drop, and I'm your host as always. We have breaking news. A new image has recently surfaced on the internet from the security camera at the Corner Club Bar in Moscow, Idaho. And we're going to have a discussion about that in this video as well as some other things. This video is going to be short and sweet, and we're going to dive right into the information that you want to talk about and discuss. Before we get started on this video with our analysis and speculation and guessing, I want to make very clear, everybody mentioned in this video is presumed innocent of any and all crimes, and nobody's being accused of anything in this video due to the date and time on this image that we're looking at here. It's November 13th, 2022 at approximately 1:32 a.m. In the upper left-hand corner, we can clearly see Kaylee and Maddie. They're talking to a man wearing a light gray hoodie as well as a baseball hat. Well, what do you think? Is that Jack DuCoeur talking to Kaylee and Maddie at the Corner Club Bar at 1:32 a.m.? Also standing just behind Kaylee and Maddie appears to be the hoodie guy. Is that Jack Showalter? Are we seeing Jack Showalter, Jack DuCoeur, Kaylee, and Maddie all at the Corner Club Bar at 1:32 a.m.? Let's take a look all the way to the right side of this photo. Is that Adam Latta? Adam Latta, the bartender? The Adam that was told everything? Let's look in between what might be Jack Showalter and what might be Adam Latta. Is that a police officer standing there?
Okay, why would that cop be there at that time of night? The chief. God, it's those same coats, though.
Some people on the internet have told me that it is. I was recently provided these images to do a side-by-side comparison. Well, what do you think? Is that a match? I have no opinion one way or the other, and even if it is, it doesn't necessarily mean anything. I know a lot of you out there have a much higher IQ than me, and that you'd love to leave a comment down in the comment section and let me know.
This guy's pretty good, man.
Who are these people seen in the surveillance photo that we're all looking at? It sure would be nice to know. Not that it means anything one way or the other who any of these people are, but it might. Anyways, let's do a super zoom into that man that Maddie and Kaylee are talking to. We're going to do a side-by-side comparison of what is a known picture of Jack
that
DuCoeur
definitely is him.
and the guy in the surveillance footage.
For sure.
Looks like a very similar hat. Looks like very similar facial hair. Looks like something Jack DuCoeur might even wear. Now let's do a super zoom down to the feet. Let's look at that big white shoe.
Yeah, the
and
clown
we're gonna compare
shoes.
that big white shoe to a known picture of Jack DuCoeur wearing a big white shoe. What do you think? Is that a match? I can't say for a fact that it is, but it looks pretty similar. Now let's do a side-by-side comparison of Adam Latta and the man seen all the way to the right in this new picture that's just been released. What do you think? Is that a match or not? Now let's look at the famous hoodie guy that's standing in the middle of this picture. Let's do a side-by-side comparison of him, the guy from the food truck, and we're also going to slip in a known picture of Jack Showalter to see if any of these are a match. Well, I think it's safe to say the man in the center of this photograph is definitely the same guy as seen on the food truck video. But does that mean that it's Jack Showalter? You, the viewer, decide. Some people even say that everybody has a doppelganger out there somewhere. And what that means? There's somebody that looks just like you and dresses just like you somewhere in the world. Maybe even in the town that you live in. Once upon a time, I was out and about at a McDonald's, and I saw someone that looked very similar to me. Same facial hair, and they were even dressed like me. The girl I was with was super confused and shocked. I think she even thought it was me. But he was a little skinnier than me. Anyways, have you ever seen anyone else out there that looks just like you? Maybe even dresses like you? Or have you ever been confused by a stranger and you thought it was someone else that you know? Leave me a comment down below and we can talk about doppelgangers.
We have, for sure.
So as you can see, this photo was taken just hours before that horrible crime that happened at 1122 King Road in Moscow, Idaho. Does this shed any light on the investigation? Does this answer any questions? Or does this only give us more questions? Are we only more confused now? Is that Jack DuCoeur? Is that Jack Showalter? We know for sure that's Kaylee and Maddie. But what about the other guys in the photo? I can't possibly solve this crime on my own. All I can do is ask questions and hope someone out there much smarter than me can solve this. Anyways, I know that's a lot of information to soak in, a lot of questions to ask, a lot of things to ponder, and we shall. Moving on, let's take another look at the surveillance video of Maddie, Kaylee, and the hoodie guy.
I like how his approach is. Like, I can't solve this, but here's all of this stuff that I found.
Shortly after they left Corner Club. As we see in this surveillance video that a lot of us have already seen, the man that Kaylee and Maddie were talking to at Corner Club is not in this footage. If that was Jack DuCoeur, well, Jack DuCoeur's not seen on this video right here. And if that was Jack DuCoeur at Corner Club, why isn't he walking home with Kaylee and Maddie? Why is this mysterious hoodie guy walking with them to the food truck?
Right, like what the hell? Why would Jack be at the Corner Club? And Jack would obviously know that they were going to get food because that was right before they left the Corner Club. And they left on foot with hoodie guy, which would give Jack enough time to get back to the house. Sorry, mail lady.
The other Jack Showalter. This case really is one of those super mysteries. People are investigating it worldwide. Everybody from the crime circus cult in the U.S.A. to random anonymous people in South Africa, all the way into the Netherlands. I know Grizzly True Crime's investigating this case. Maybe the Grizzlies and the crime circus cult can put our minds together and figure something out about this. Anyways, back to this surveillance footage. I'm going to play this surveillance footage and I want you to think real hard about what you hear. I'm going to play it without subtitles and then I'm going to play it with subtitles that I typed out with what I think I hear in this footage. We all may hear something a little different in this video, so you let me know what you hear.
What did you say to Adam? I told him
Subtitles that you just read are not necessarily a fact. That's only my opinion on what my ears heard in this video. Does that change anything? Does it mean anything? Is this just more unsolved mysteries? Is this a cold case that will never be solved? I hope it's solved soon for the family's sake, because the families need justice for their loved ones that have passed away. Like I said, this was just a short and sweet video to get this new image out to you. It's recently been released. So, I've done some investigation, I've done some digging, and we're going to have a discussion about Dylan. So make sure you're subscribed with bell notifications. Mortensen, one of the surviving roommates, a lot of you have requested that, so I've done some investigation, I've done some digging, and we're going to have a discussion about Dylan. So make sure you're subscribed with bell notifications on. You don't want to miss my next episode. Anyways, for those of you out there that want to support this show, I've recently updated all of my membership tiers on YouTube and Patreon. As we see in this surveillance video that a lot of us have already seen, the man that Kaylee and Maddie were talking to at Corner Club is not in this footage. If that was Jack DuCoeur, well, Jack DuCoeur's not seen on this video right here. And if that was Jack DuCoeur at Corner Club, why isn't he walking home with Kaylee and Maddie? Why is this mysterious hoodie guy walking with them to the food truck? Possibly the other Jack, Jack Showalter. Case really is one of those super mysteries. People are investigating it worldwide. Everybody from the crime circus cult in the U.S.A. to random anonymous people in South Africa, all the way into the Netherlands. I know Grizzly True Crime's investigating this case.
So what did Hunter do to Maddie? What is that all about? Someone said in chat. So, okay, so let's go back to this image. 1:32 a.m. We know that's Jack with the big feet. Didn't walk him home. But these girls called him 10 times. Now, let's talk about the fact that Kaylee has a smartwatch. Where is that photo? Oh, this is Hunter stuff. Hold on. Now, smartwatches obviously pick up your heart rate. And I was reading a story where, hang on, I'm going to tell you. There's two stories. Apple Watch recorded this woman during a brutal killing. And it was a cop, and this was in the UK. Now listen to this. A smartwatch recorded a police worker's heart rate suddenly race as she was ambushed before being brutally killed. Data from Julia James' Apple Watch showed her heart rate soared from 97 to 145 beats per minute in a few seconds as she spotted her killer in the woods. Now, if Kaylee was wearing her smartwatch, don't you think they would have been able to narrow down the time that they were attacked? And then it goes on to say that this guy that attacked her was this 22-year-old. He was waiting in the woods. But they were able to pick up the exact time that she was ambushed. And then the other story that I found is from Greece. Another smartwatch story. So this Greek man had killed his wife and made up a story that someone had broken into their home, tied him up, stole cash, and killed his wife. Well, the time that he said this happened, the wife's watch was still showing her heart rate. So he said she died before she died. And then there were other things that they were able to put together, and they got him to confess from that data. So if she was wearing the watch, I can't find it right now, but it's on the thumbnail. It's a picture of her at work, and she's got the smartwatch on. So if this is the chief of police, he must have been called there. But he's in jeans. Fuzzy Wuzzy, what if she had a smartwatch off for bedtime, but in the room, would it still pick it up? That I don't know. Right, meow. They are going to have another press conference and say they've cleared everyone in the bar video. Cough, chief, cough, LOL. Yeah. So is that guy's name Drip Drop, and then his channel is Crime Circus? Yes, she definitely could have taken it off, but Small Wildflower says no, it will not. I don't have a smartwatch, so I had to actually look this up. So I know that if she had it on, it would record her last, heartbeats. So let's see. The other thing that I wanted to bring to y'all's attention was not that. We're going to talk about Steve, Kaylee's dad, for a second. Now, Steve says, and I quote, "I got outraged by them, not just coming out and saying if it was a man or a woman, because they should know the amount of strength it took to deliver the injuries. They're just being cowards. There are girls walking around the street right now that deserve to know. They should be looking out for a sadistic male." And then during this same interview, Steve also explained that he recently spoke with the local coroner, Kathy Mabbitt, about the wounds his daughter sustained. This is what he said. "She said these were big, open gouges. She said it was quick. These weren't something where you were going to be able to call 911. They were not going to slowly bleed out," he said. Leotech doesn't think it's the chief. Hello, Cherie. Happy New Year and Merry Christmas to you. Then he went on to say that his daughter's wounds, quote, "definitely did not match the wounds sustained by Mogan. They were believed to be in the same bed when the stabbings occurred. Quote, "They may have individually died from the exact same thing, being stabbed, but there are more details, ... They're not even close to matching." What do you take from this? So then we have a follow-up article here from The Independent that says the grieving father of one of the slain University of Idaho students has denied calling Moscow police cowards. and insists he does support law enforcement who is trying to catch his daughter's killer. So he's backpedaled and said, I want kids to understand that this is such a big case and that these guys have their hands full. I wanted to go out there and tell everyone that the Goncalves family supports the local police so much so that we want them to be able to work on this case. And he says it's rumors that he called law enforcement cowards, saying that he was actually referring to a lawyer who was standing in between what the officers would like to release and what's being released. So what does that mean? What does that mean? What lawyer would stand between the victims and the cops? Whose lawyer? The school? Is he talking about the university? Leotech thinks that it's a common sense thing. And she says if it is the chief, you would think the photo that was released wouldn't have him in it. Kelly White. So that video photo is Kaylee and Madison with Kaylee's ex. Yes. Well, we think it is. Let's go back. Let's go back. Definitely looks like him to me. And I had some questions about him when I started this video. I was like, we're going to talk about Jack. And what I was going to talk about is the fact that he said he was at home sleeping. And I don't know, can you guys tell me where that came from? Hey, Prep. We've never been told one way or another specific people. The only thing that we've been told, Prepper, is that certain people have been cleared. And I think that no one's been cleared, and that's just to make a suspect or suspects feel comfortable. And Prepper, I hope that you and your family had a very Merry Christmas and you have a Happy New Year. Because I don't see you nearly enough anymore. But we were taking a look here at the feet on this dude. And mind you, the timestamp on this is 1:32 a.m. On the left, we have Jack D., Kaylee's ex's feet. Now, mind you, hey, Mike, mind you, she broke up with this dude 3 weeks prior. They said that the person, and I'm going to find that quote, hold on, because they did say, yeah, but that dude's sitting on a stool. You can't tell if he's tall or not. I don't think Kaylee's all that tall. So if you're looking at pictures of them next to each other, I don't think that that's going to be a good gauge because I don't think she's all that tall. I could be wrong, but. Okay, so I think they said that the person the girls called is not involved. Okay, right here. Fox News. Let's take a look at this article. I'll just read it. Okay, so it says here, Christy Goncalves, the mother of slain UI student, Haley Goncalves said police investigating the gruesome crime cleared certain individuals, quote, very fast. Now, listen, this is where it gets interesting. She says, quote, I feel like there have been a couple of individuals that were cleared very fast that maybe should not have been. She added that she does not know anything about those individuals, but she thinks police may have cleared them too soon into the investigation. It was unclear if they were referring to anyone in particular, but relatives did say they are standing by Kaylee's former boyfriend. She told News Nation, quote, I just know they were people that definitely should have been looked at. Oh, I'm sure they stink. I'm sure they stink, Leo. All right, here we go. Detectives with the Moscow Police Department, which is handling the investigation with help from local and federal authorities, quote, do not believe the following are involved in this crime at this time. The victim's two surviving roommates, a man seen in video footage from a food truck. A man seen in footage at a food truck. How many men were in that footage? They're not being specific, which I think is telling. A private party who drove the two young women home around 1:45. A man Kaylee and Madison called multiple times in the early morning hours of November 13th. Any individual at the house when 911 was called the next morning at 11:58 a.m. And a sixth tenant at the house who moved out earlier in the year. And then to follow up with that statement, former New York City Police Department Detective Sergeant Joseph Giacalone told Fox Digital, just because the police say something doesn't necessarily make it true. So sometimes you have somebody that you suspect, or you don't have enough information or evidence. You can just say everyone's cleared. That doesn't mean the police can't change their mind and turn around and arrest somebody. What do you think of that? I will play the audio that I have enhanced of that video. Let me find it. I think this is it here. All right, here you go, guys. J is for Justice podcast.
Roberta.
What did you say to Adam? I told Adam everything.
I wonder who has the white diesel truck. Let's watch this again.
J is for Justice podcast.
You're welcome, Kev. Thanks for being here. I turned it up more, so hopefully you can hear it better.
What did you say to Adam? I told Adam everything.
Dude, I kind of agree. Does he say they're going to get you for this, Maddie, if you don't stop? And then Kaylee says, Maddie, what did you say to Adam? What the fuck? This is like the craziest mystery ever. They're going to get you for this, Maddie, if you don't stop.
What did you say to Adam? I told Adam everything.
What are you talking about? Zoom in on what? Mike Anderson, what am I zooming in on? What if Hoodie Guy was really trying to keep them safe? Okay, listen again.
What did you say to Adam? I told Adam everything.
You guys hear it now? You want to hear it one more time?
What did you say to Adam? I told Adam everything.
You guys feel like it has something to do with the fraternity? I feel like that's what he said. They're going to get you, Maddie, please, if you don't stop or something like that. Adam is a bartender at the Corner Club. What did they know that Maddie told Adam?
What did you say to Adam? I told Adam everything.
I know, and you can't hear the end of it because of that truck. And I don't know if that truck has anything to do with it, but do you guys think that he says they're going to get you, Maddie, if you don't stop? And then how coincidental that Kaylee follows up with, what did you tell Adam? But then when they get to the food truck, Kaylee's not upset. A new caddy. I wonder if Maddie told Adam, I wonder if what Maddie told Adam, he told to Jack D and it made him mad. So there would be the frat brothers probably. What if there's more than one suspect? But what would she have told Adam that would be so detrimental? Because Kaylee's not playing. It's not like Maddie told Adam, oh, she thinks you're cute. They're not playing. Kaylee's not playing, and Kaylee was not wasted. Let's listen again.
What did you say to Adam? I told Adam everything.
I wish I could hear what they say at the very end there because they continued talking. Doesn't sound like he said anything, but Kaylee may have. I don't think Kaylee was happy about that. So now we go back to this shot. Number one, if that's the chief, why would he be there in jeans? Yes, Heaven 57. I thought the same thing. Maybe that was her doing damage control, texting to explain what Maddie said. Adam must be a person of importance because why would it matter what she tells him? Check cheek pinch and granny. I did see that. So you think he's there undercover for some reason? Hoodie guy obviously knows why he's there. He's standing right there. And it doesn't seem like the patrons in the bar realize if that is the chief. We don't know for sure. But if that is him, hoodie guy knows exactly why he's there, I'm sure. So could hoodie guy have been keeping them safe? And who's they? Is they the cops? They're going to get you if you don't stop, Maddie? Was she doing something illegal? I don't know. I mean, I'm just throwing shit out there. Because they're talking right after this incident here is at 1:32. Let's put this together. 1:32, They're over here with Jack D, okay? Hoodie guy at 132 is standing here with Adam and what looks to be Chief Fry. So what did Kaylee tell Adam? So Kaylee must have told Adam, happy girl, you're on the nice list. Good to see you. So here's Kaylee. She's told Adam everything, okay? Kaylee has told Adam everything. Adam is talking to what looks like Chief Fry. Hoodie guy is hearing this whole thing. Okay? Then we have this. This is literally within minutes of what you just saw.
What did you say to Adam? Like, I told Adam everything.
So when we, again, go back to this photo, we've got Hoodie guy who knows what Adam was talking about over here. And what's in Adam's hand? Oh, it's the... What is that? This is absolutely crazy. This is what we've been waiting for, was the Corner Club footage. But it's weird because if this is Adam right here, which we think this is Adam, right? He's looking straight ahead. What's he looking at? He looking over there? He's not even looking at the person standing in front of him. Is he looking at Hoodie guy? I'm trying to figure out this scene here. Because it looks like whoever, if this is Chief, he's just walked in. It could be like a stamp or something, yes. Well, TMIM, they're not going to tell us anything. I mean, we know that. And I think that they're going to lie and say that people are cleared that aren't cleared. And I've said that from the beginning. Because I really do believe that. Hey, Romad, good to see you. And all of those cops, if you look at the crime scene pictures, are wearing those same jackets. Let me show you an example here. They all wear the same puffer coats. Well, that's not one. Sorry. Bad example. Hold on. I could have sworn they all were wearing those puffer coats. Was I wrong? God, maybe I was wrong. Oh, no. Here's some of them. Actually, what I need are the pictures of the chief carrying things out the day that they moved Kaylee's shit. Let me see. I've got those. I just got to find the right one, guys. I'm just going to go to my last video. Hold on. Because I believe in this one. Oh, wrong live. Hold on. Here it is. This is where we went through all the different photos and stuff. Oh, there's Jay. But I think it was when they were measuring those things in the road. God, I could have sworn they wore puffer jackets. Maybe I was wrong. I could have sworn they all had the same coats. All right, where's the pictures of them carrying out Kaylee's things? Okay, here's Chief right here in the doorway. That's him. He's wearing a vest. He's not wearing a puffer coat. Look, he is though. See? There, right there. I knew some of them had puffer coats. Look. Is that the same coat that he's wearing? But I have no idea what agency these guys are from. Michelle Sharp, I don't know. I don't know who got. Jay, it may be the bar owner checking with Adam who tends bar ID check, but at 1:30 in the morning when they're getting ready to close? All right, there's those jackets. Now go back here. I don't know if that's Chief, but he's kind of old to be in the corner club at 1:30 in the morning with a bunch of kids. Hello, Charisse. Yeah, it does have a label on it, doesn't it? That is very weird. I don't think that's him. I think Leotech, I think you're right. I don't think that's him. I don't think that's Chief. But then again, God. He looks to have a belly in this one picture here. And then that guy doesn't look like he had, well, God. It could be him. Does this guy have facial hair, though? It's hard to tell because his facial hair is white. He definitely has some kind of a goatee going on. Let me see if I can mess with this picture. Let me get my handy dandy filters. The bar owner looks like the cop. Interesting. I'll have to look up a picture of him. I don't know if this is going to help any. Oh, there we go. See? There's some facial hair. What do you guys think? Do we have a goatee on this guy? Crystal says, I think Kaylee liked Adam. I think that's what was told to him. Is that the back door or the side door, says Joe Butta. I think it looks like him too. And isn't that like a flag on his hat? Like the, and then is that, does he have sunglasses on top at 1:30 in the morning? Just Dawn, welcome. Thank you for becoming a member. Just Dawn, you're on the nice list. Woohoo! And then here we can zoom in on this part now that we've changed the contrast a little bit. Let's do this. There's that, and then what you think? It's the back door. But Kaylee, I notice, like, if you look at the body language, she's standing back. Let me see if I've got another picture of Jack to put up here. I think we can assume that that is him in the club there, which is so strange. But I ask again, where did we hear that Jack was at home in bed? Like, who said that? Because I've never really heard that. Except for the only thing I've heard is Kaylee's mother saying he was cleared. So what's up with that? All right, here's another picture of him. Let's see. This is an older picture. He definitely looks different than he does in the pictures where he's getting the dog. And I believe that's his auntie with him. The one that just came out in his defense to say that he planned on marrying her and having children and a family, even though she broke up with him 3 weeks prior. He definitely looks spent in this video where he's getting, or the picture where he's getting the dog. He looks tired. That's what I mean by spent. But there's that. Certainly looks like the same dude to me. Kaylee's family said he was asleep. Okay. Kaylee's sister was the first one to speak out. Okay, let's maybe rewatch that. See, this is where it's, interesting to go back. So let's find Kaylee's sister's interview where she talks about Jack. I wonder if it's this one.
Not getting a lot of attention in the media, but that doesn't matter here. It's been 2 weeks since 4
Oh,
universities.
shut up, Chris Como.
Is that okay?
3 now. Absolute best that we can.
Okay. Boy, does she look like her mom, huh? Let's take You know what? I'll just play the, actually, no. All right, let's get rid of these photos for a second. I've got so many things open. Bear with me here. All right, so here is a video. This is from 4 weeks ago. I don't know if this is the right one, but we'll play it.
We're all doing the absolute best that we can. It's hard as we creep into, week 3 now. But Kaylee would be really proud. We cooked Thanksgiving dinner. She was really excited for Thanksgiving this year. So we did it for her and for Maddie.
Well, look, I'm glad you guys are leaning on each other. As we spoke the first time, you're going to have to do that because that's how you keep your sister alive in your own hearts. And, of course, the cause of justice here. How are you feeling about what the police are telling you about progress, especially in light of the fact that they have kids back on campus?
Yeah, I'd say one piece of, progress that I was really happy to see is that they did officially update the timeline to reflect Kaylee and Maddie getting home at 1:56 a.m. I've been pushing that from the very beginning, and it was, a step in the right direction to see that that was taken seriously and that was verified on their end as well.
Why?
So, because I think for us, it's important that the families are being listened to. We have these kids' names, but I think it's important that law enforcement understands who they were as well. Because a name can only get you so much. It doesn't explain.
I don't feel like this is the right one.
How they might have.
I don't feel like that's the right interview. I think it's this one.
Citizen sleuths across the U.S.A. are focusing their attention on the brutal slayings of 4 college kids. Olivia Gonzalez isn't waiting for police. She's tracking down her own leads to find her sister Kaylee's killer.
We're not getting any answers, and we're not going to settle for that.
Hi.
It was Olivia who found the potentially crucial video of her sister and Madison Mogan at a food truck just hours before they were murdered. She also tracked down their Uber driver.
I found neighbors' Ring camera footage so that I can verify that the Uber driver took her home.
She's also raising questions about why her sister called a young man named Jack multiple times the night she was slain.
At 2:26 a.m., Kaylee starts to call Jack. Kaylee calls Jack 6 times between 2:26 a.m. to 2:44 a.m.
Gosh, I give you a lot of credit. You're almost like a detective here, putting all the pieces together. I spoke with retired detective Phil Waters, who had a 96% clearance rate on homicide cases.
Is that it?
Jack 6 times between 2:26 a.m. to 2:44 a.m.
Gosh, I give you a lot of credit. You're almost like a detective here, putting all the pieces together.
Okay, she doesn't say anything else about Jack in that one.
Kaylee's phone, the 4 college students found murdered at an investigation. Kaylee's family is firmly standing behind that boyfriend.
I know.
All right, here we go.
Between 2:26 and 2:52, made to a boyfriend in the early morning of November 13th. Detectives now saying these phone calls are a part of their investigation. Kaylee's family is firmly standing behind that boyfriend.
Okay, wait a minute. Look at the timeline here.
Part of their investigation.
Look at calls are part of the investigation. If he had nothing to do with it, why would those calls be part of an investigation? And then, mind you, too, that they, 2:26 a.m. until 2:52 a.m. And he didn't answer. So my question is, the next morning, when Mr. JD woke up, did he try to call them back? Did he try to ring them back? Because wouldn't you do that?
Did I ask them to do that?
Because they established part of the timeline. That makes sense. Yeah, where did his phone ping? And if he didn't, if he was sleeping, Did he try to call them back in the morning? Because, like, if I had 10 missed calls in the morning, I'd be like, whoa, what happened? What did they call me for so many times? They were just missed calls, though, Illusion. And he could have left his phone at home, too, yes. All right, let's listen to the sister. She's going to talk about Jack.
Kaylee's family is firmly standing behind that boyfriend.
I know for an absolute fact that he is not a suspect. He is not suspicious. He is 100% innocent in this.
This new information adding more.
But how could they know this? Unless it's like a Lacey Peterson thing where her family stood behind Scott at first. Her mom said there were texts too. You heard earlier his phone was shut off. Yeah, they made it sound like this was normal for her to be calling him, but they just saw him and he didn't leave with them. Weird.
Insight to the police timeline before Kaylee Gonzalez, Madison Mogan, Xana Kernodle, and Ethan Chapin were stabbed multiple times, likely while sleeping, by a Rambo-style knife. Kaylee and Madison were last seen at this food truck, moments later leaving with a rideshare driver. Police now saying they do not believe that driver is involved. Police now also releasing this map that is part of the latest search area around the home and asking for new surveillance video. This TikTok showing Kaylee, Madison, and Xana inside just weeks before. The two surviving roommates also in the video. We are blurring their faces because police have not identified them, but confirmed the 911 call came in through one of their phones. As for those surviving roommates, police confirmed they did not wake up until later that afternoon. They will be holding a press conference today at 3 p.m. Zoreen Shah, ABC.
It's still weird to me about the roommates. And I don't know why, but it just doesn't sit well with me. And it's weird to me, too. I mean, we sit here and we talk about, was Hoodie Guy trying to keep them safe? If so, why'd they ditch him? What's the big deal with the Apple Watch? I don't know there was a big deal. I think the point is, if she had an Apple Watch on, it would give them some more insight. But you guys, we can't forget that she just broke up with that dude 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago. She breaks up with her boyfriend. Her dad says her wounds were different than Madison's. Is this a domestic and the others got in the way? So Adam and JD are roomies. And it would be also interesting from an Apple Watch to see, like I said in that other case, the heart rate increase dramatically within seconds. So I don't know. I think Apple Watch would be really, really interesting if she had that on and it could pinpoint the time that they were attacked. Yes. Okay. So Adam and JD live in the apartments, the brick building, I believe, where Jeremy lives, but in the building behind them. Correct? Correct. Let's do this really quick. I'm just going to do a cheesy Google map. But I just want to make sure this is... Is this where Jack D lives? In these apartments? And if so, was it planned that he would move in so close? But someone would have to have their phone code to make calls from their phone, and I don't think they took the time to do that. Do you guys? They live in a house? Why is this one blurred out now? How come this house is now blurred out? This one wasn't blurred out before. That's weird. Who lives in that house, guys? It's not it? Oh, I know. Chris Como. Chris Como.
These nuts.
And I don't think the killer took time to make calls for 30 minutes because the calls started at 2:26 and ended at 2:52. We did, Gojo. We've talked about all of that. We've shown the picture and everything. Maybe they just did that for privacy then. I don't know. And is this the house where that Einan lives? Is that his window? Do you guys know? I haven't been able to follow all of this. But I could have sworn it was said that that Adam lived in these buildings, but maybe that was incorrect information. Deanna, I don't know. I think he went to News Nation and talked them into it. Ezzy, we did watch Crime Circus. We already played it. See above, it is where the police cam footage broke into the car. What? And they put the time of death between 3 and 4, not when the calls were taking place. True. True. That is a good point. The time of death was put... Okay, Einan lives in the brick buildings. And Jack S. Hoodie guy lives in the brick... Okay. JLR has a video of where Jack and Adam live. Okay, got you. That's where the girl lived. Who had her luggage effed with... Oh, okay. Where her suitcase was messed with. It's in another video. Crime Circus has house that Jack D and Adam lived in. Oh, okay. Well, I don't want to play all of his stuff. But let's go back here. Now, what's interesting to me, though, is that Kaylee's dad has not said anything about Jack. Kaylee's dad, I don't think, has said anything about him, has he? That's interesting to me, just the sister and the daughter. Crystal, I don't know if anybody checked that, but it wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, Jeremy lives in the brick buildings as well. So this is the owner of the corner bar, and that definitely is probably him walking in. I don't think that's the chief. Here, I'll show you. He's giving some alcohol to a horse, but I think that's probably the guy you guys see walking in. There's the hat. There's the sun. Yeah, mystery solved. It ain't the chief. It's this dude. Same hat. Same sunglasses, and I'll show you. I will prove it. Mystery solved, people. Let's cut Mr. Ed out of the photo, and then bring this up again. I think we have our guy. I think he's the owner of the establishment. I don't think it's the chief of police. I think we have our guy right here. There you go, Leo. That's our guy. Debunked. It's not the chief of police. At the corner club at 1:30 in the morning. This is the owner of the bar. So Jack D is the one that went up and hugged her mother, and he gave him the stank look, right? Yeah, see the glasses on top of the hat? Same dude. So that solves that. I mean, for me, I think it's definitely the owner. One less suspect now, 24,000 to go. But don't you guys think it's sus that they just broke up 3 weeks prior? I do. I don't know if Maddie gave Hoodie Guy the finger or if it was Big Guy in a little coat. We can go, let's check that out again. Big Guy in a little coat. All right, let's find that spot. I think it's right here. Less than 2 hours later, these two are dead. That's worrisome.
was wondering if I was going too slow and you were going to switch me back, and I was really scared of that. That's what I was scared of. No?
Yes, let that fear.
You guys know, like, the highest ticket time I saw was 13 minutes, which is, I'm very satisfied. You guys have worked on the truck, and Derek and I have been the ones on Grill and Mac, and we've had longer ticket times than that. Like, you're doing well.
Really?
I got news for you.
Yeah, dude. Hell yeah. All right, what did I miss? Reduce, reuse, laws. Yeah.
That gets on my nerves. And then, like, they want their numbers to be called so bad.
Are you non-US? That super popular? No. Tomahawks, what's the side for? Hello.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing extremely well. What sounds good?
Yes, a death by garlic and extra into it.
Yeah, definitely. Death by garlic. We'll add chicken to it. Anything else for you?
And then can I do the 5 cheese?
And 5 cheese?
Yes. Can I add chicken to that?
Of course. We're doing death by garlic with chicken, 5 cheese with chicken.
Okay, so
Anything
now
else?
Kaylee's back on the phone. Maddie's like puts her hands on the counter. You can actually hear her hands hit the counter like she drunk and she's just waiting for her food. But Kaylee gets back on the phone. These guys are still yucking it up over here. And there's zero interaction between the two of them. Okay, Paula.
Death by garlic with chicken, 5 cheese with chicken. Anything else? Love it. $23.
Here's the picture. She is not taking a picture of Maddie.
She might
is
be.
taking a picture of them. Of them. I know every time I watch this, Andrea, I get hungry. But I think she's taking a picture of them. And I think that her phone holds a lot of clues.
We'll watch that
could
interview
hold
in
a
a
lot of
second
clues.
on CNN. Thank you for that. Thank you for subscribing, Tat. Lizzie Bones. She's like, this is nuts.
Definitely getting these guys.
Do you guys have any NFC go Ben? Any whatever?
I wonder if she sends it to somebody right now. I wonder if she's texting it to someone.
Whatever sort of payment you have on your phone, we can take. Order
like she
84.
is.
Thank you. We do not have the scan one though. So like if you're trying to pay with Cash App and you have to like scan a thing, we don't have any sort of QR crap. How are you doing?
Sorry, good.
Oh, no. Good, excellent. Sorry. What can I get you?
Can I get 2 chicken tacos?
2 chicken tacos. You got it.
What big burrito?
$7.50 if that's everything for you.
Slide.
Yeah, slide, tap, insert, facing you with the
Did
chicken.
just hand that guy something? Hold on.
That's everything for you.
Slide.
Yeah, slide.
I missed where she flips him off. Right here. Here it is.
Where are you getting that from? You guys have to have some kind of evidence and like backup of your claims. You can't do that. You can't say you got kicked out of the bar and say, oh, it came from another creator. No one can know that. No one could possibly know that. Just like another creator put out there was a scream. It's horrific.
I'm trying to find this.
This isn't a game of Clue. This is real people. All right, we're going to play one more time. Maddie turning around to big guy in a little coat. Can you see them walk up? Yes, hold on. I'll have to find it.
Aw, thank you, Carrie. Love you too, girl. Happy New Year. Hope to see you tonight for the Roberta Christmas party. 7 p.m., guys.
Carrie, I love you too, babe.
Oh, I'm looking at the old chat. Holy shit.
Thank you so much, Carrie. I'm so glad you're here today. She's definitely pointing at big guy in a little coat. You know, I was just thinking, could the one of the girls that they talked to, could that have been one of the other roommates that walked up? I just found a video. Hold on, let me see who this.
Okay, so
I don't know who this is. I know. Oh, you know, it was the old somebody doing like a deep dive. I'm looking at the other chat replay. Jerry, a reverter for 5 months. I love you too, Jay. I'm just poor because my computer broke. Oh no, that sucks, Jerry. Thank you for being a reverter, though. Thank you. Thumbs ups. Thumbs ups. All right, I've got the video of the father and siblings of Kaylee talk to CNN about investigation. I think that's the one you guys wanted me to play. Okay, I think I found it. Hold on.
How you guys doing?
Me, it's not real yet. I'm a bit in denial. I'm hoping for justice. That's why I'm trying to switch myself into that mode to try to find some justice. That's where I'm at.
I get it. Steve, Olivia?
Yeah, I just know my sister, she was a hard worker, and just sitting in my bed and crying myself to sleep isn't going to do her any justice. And that's not what she'd want me to do. She'd want me to stay active and
yeah, it's not the chief, guys.
Spread her message and hope that we can find this suspect or suspects. And that's how I feel.
I get it. She's got a great smile. We keep showing that picture. I know your family's been frustrated with the investigation so far, understandably so. Here we are, a week and a half out, and really not much information about this. Does not appear to be a suspect. Tell me, Olivia, what specifically you've been frustrated with, because you did your own work here. For instance, you found video of the food truck, for example, where two of the victims were seen the same night as this killing.
Yeah, I would say, I think that obviously this is extremely personal for us, and we treated it that way from the very get-go. I know how valuable those first 48, 72 hours are. And I can only hope that the police also know how valuable that is, and that they have a lot of information there that just isn't public right now. I will say the one lingering frustration I have is the timeline. I know it's semantics, but my sisters got home at 1:56. It wasn't 1:45. I know it might not seem significant, but when we're looking for camera, when we're looking for dash footage, when we're looking for any of those things, I do feel it is valuable, and they did get home at 1:56. It was not 1:45.
Right. 1:56, and the phone call started at 2:24, I think.
Well, there's one detail there. Kaylee's mother has said she believes that the suspect, the killer, is someone Kaylee knew very well, and that the killer might even be at the vigil. Remarkable. I wonder, Steve, do you share that view?
It's speculation. My daughter was very popular. It seemed like everyone that I talked to said she knew everyone. They had parties. They were college kids. They were about to graduate. Yeah. So somebody could have partied in the house and got an idea or got the confidence to pull that off.
Steve, this question of a stalker, and I'm very conscious with this story of how many rumors have been circulating, and a lot of those rumors turn out to not be true. But Stephen, this discussion of the possibility she may have had a stalker, have police been able to stand that up, or not? They seem to be knocking that down.
Yeah, it seems to be knocked down. Obviously, any of that information would be new to us as well. Kaylee FaceTimed me. She didn't call or text. She FaceTimed me for literally hours, almost every single day. And she was extremely cautious. She was very vigilant. I think that she really would have noticed something, and she would have said it to us. She wasn't scared to get us involved in her life in any capacity like that.
I know you're frustrated with how much and how information, developments in the investigation.
Just so you guys know, there's a celebration of life for her on the 30th. I did read that yesterday.
Being shared with the public. Are they sharing anything with you that they're not sharing publicly in light of the fact that this was your sister, this was your daughter?
I'm not getting anything. They're not sharing much with me. I know that there's a separation in duties there. They do have the FBI now, so I don't know how much the individuals that I'm talking with, which are the local, are actually exercising their different jurisdictions. I think they might not know a lot because, they have briefings, and if they haven't had a briefing, they probably don't know exactly what's going on.
Are they contacting you at all? Are they keeping you updated more than they are, say, on the website or with these press briefings?
Exactly, Leo.
I mean, yesterday I asked about the stalker question and they couldn't confirm anything. And then today I hear that they're reaching out to the community saying that there's a stalker involved. So I don't know what to make of that.
It's a lot of.
Sorry, go ahead, Steve.
They're just so vague with everything that they say, and then they slowly peel it back layer until you find the real story. It all started with a sharp-edged weapon. What was the use in telling the community that a sharp-edged weapon was used instead of just coming out and telling us that it was a knife from the beginning? I don't understand the purposeness of being so vague. You're not holding the integrity of the case together by not telling anybody anything.
I understand you have frustrations for how police and investigators have handled the crime scene. What are those frustrations specifically?
Well, they expanded it, and
Leo Tech, and not only that, that's such a good point. She said they have full video from the Corner Club and all cameras with audio, and not only that, they have the ability to enhance that audio to make out everything.
There was volunteers that walked around, and they disclosed that they were looking and found different things. So, they did share with me that may have more to do with keeping cameras out than it actually does with evidence gathering. So I hope that is indeed the case, because it would be pretty disheartening.
Who's that blocked out, Jack?
To know that they didn't have the right crime scene.
One of the mother of one of the surviving roommates, so reminding our viewers, there were two roommates who were upstairs and survived this, told a reporter that those roommates heard something that night. Have you been told? Have you heard from sharing with other relatives of the other victims what that was exactly?
No, I would say for us that we did hear those rumors, but right now we can only leave it at that. None of that has ever been confirmed to us.
We have not spoke with the roommates.
Yeah.
The surviving roommates, and they were downstairs, just to clarify that for you, sir.
Okay, downstairs, right, on a different floor from where it appears where the murders took place. One consistent thing, and granted there's been some changes, as you note, in how the police have described this. One consistent descriptor has been that the attack was targeted. Do you know if police believe one person in the house was the target of this attack, or all four?
I've been told it's one, but then again, there's the vagueness. It's purposely vague, I'm hoping, but it confuses everyone.
Yeah.
Because nobody knows what that really means, other than maybe somebody had a different kind of attack footprint.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, I feel like we just want some more. We all want to play a part in helping, and we can't play a part if we don't have any real substantial information to work from.
Yeah, I get it. You want to help. I mean, Olivia, you found video that has been helpful in this investigation. I'm sure you do want to help. Has anyone indicated to you that if it was indeed one person targeted, was Kaylee the target? Has anybody shared that with you?
They won't confirm who that was to us.
The police, that is.
We've heard the rumors that that's the case, but it's just a rumor at this point.
Tons and tons of rumors, but nothing from the police.
And I'll say I think a lot of those rumors do stem from all of the vagueness, and it's human nature to want answers. It's human nature to kind of put forth a theory so that you can even comprehend it in your brain. And so I think that's how we're getting all of some of these really, really off the wall theories, and some of these theories like Kaylee had a stalker, that even we're sitting here scratching our head saying, no, it couldn't be. If it was, it would be news to us.
Yeah. I am sure it is frustrating.
Wait,
what
did
family has
did
been
the
very
brother just say
outspoken
Jack? Hold on.
How we're getting all of some of these really, really off the wall theories, and some of these theories like Kaylee had a stalker, that even we're sitting here scratching our head saying, no, it couldn't be. If it was, it would be news to us.
I am sure it is frustrating.
I swear he just
family,
said something about Jack.
It couldn't be. If it was, it would be news to us.
I am sure it is frustrating. Your family has been very outspoken in support of Jack. He's Kaylee's ex-boyfriend.
Here we go.
And on the Moscow police website, he is not listed, notably, as someone who has been cleared in the investigation. To your knowledge, is that significant?
No, I don't personally think so, because I think that there's the entire rest of the world that's also not on that list of people who have been cleared,
right?
Including Maddie's boyfriend, including any associates of Xana or Ethan that might not be involved. I don't find that significant at all.
And there were a number of phone calls to him that night.
Watch
and you
Steve.
say that would have been typical behavior for Kaylee, that she often would call friends, folks, for a whole bunch of things.
At any time, yeah. Multiple times, until I would pick up at 3 a.m. and be like, Kaylee, what?
Yeah.
And some of the last footage of her at that food court, she's on her phone 24/7 filming the whole thing. So she lived on that phone. So
yeah. It sounds like you're saying that the delays here in sharing information, the delays in, well, frankly, making more progress on the investigation, mean the police have lost their best opportunity.
I want to hear this again.
Indicated to you that if it was indeed one person targeted, it was one person targeted.
But nothing from the police.
Brain. And so I think that's how we're getting all of some of these really, really off the wall theories, and some of these theories like Kaylee had a stalker, that even we're sitting here scratching our head saying, no, it couldn't be. If it was, it would be news to us.
I am sure it is frustrating. Your family has been very outspoken in support of Jack. He's Kaylee's ex-boyfriend. And on the Moscow police website, he is not listed, notably, as someone who has been cleared in the investigation. To your knowledge, is that significant?
No, I don't personally think so, because I think that there's the entire rest of the world that's also not on that list of people who have been cleared,
right?
Including Maddie's boyfriend, including any.
She says no, and the brother nods his head yes. Did you catch that? As she says no, he's saying yes. Because the reporter asked if there was any significance to him not being cleared at this point.
Has been very outspoken in support of Jack. He's Kaylee's ex-boyfriend. And on the Moscow police website. Big, huge deep breath from brother, too. It is frustrating. Your family has been very outspoken in support of Jack. He's Kaylee's ex-boyfriend. And on the Moscow police website, he is not listed, notably, as someone who has been cleared in the investigation. To your knowledge, is that significant?
No, I don't personally think so, because I think that there's the entire rest of the world that's also.
And Dad has a reaction as well. She's the one to speak up and say no, and the two men stay mute, and they're struggling. They're struggling. Hey, Ken Dalton, I hope you had a very Merry Christmas as well, and Happy New Year to you, sir. I'm going to watch this on slow-mo on mute. Because sometimes when you don't hear the words, the body language stands out to you more. Holy shit, does it ever. Okay, here we go, guys. Watch carefully. Do you see him put his hand up too? It's interesting to watch body language. I know that you guys think I'm crazy, but sometimes when you slow down, you really see what's going on. So he's shaking his head no about the stalker. And we'll go back and watch it in real time again, but now they're asking about Jack. Now's the time. I know the audio's muted. We're just watching body language. And the reporter's saying, is it significant that he hasn't been ruled out? Brother says, yes. And she says, no. Watch. And look at her before she says no. She's also nodding her head, yes. And then she says no, and look at brother and dad. Oh, boy. Thanks, Mike. Dad and brother are not really reacting. Look at brother, though. Like they're really holding something in, too. There's the side eye to dad, looking over at dad's reaction. And then they all say yes. But we're going to watch this in real time. Right here is where she's talking about Kaylee FaceTiming her. And if she got called in the middle of the night, she would eventually pick up. And then they smile, reflecting back on Kaylee and her habits. But that part about Jack got really cringy for a second there. So let's watch that again in real time with some sound.
You're saying that the delay police website, though, Moscow police website, he is not listed, notably, as someone who has been cleared in the investigation. To your knowledge, is that significant?
No, I don't personally think so, because I think that there's the entire rest of the world that's also not on that list of people who have been cleared,
right?
Including Maddie's boyfriend, including any associates of Xana or Ethan that might not be involved. I don't find that significant at all.
And there were a number of phone calls to him that night.
Oh, and then the brother shakes his head no, like, that's bullshit.
Who've been cleared,
right?
Including Maddie's boyfriend, including any associates of Xana or Ethan that might not be involved. I don't find that significant at all.
And there were a number of phone calls to him that night, and you say that would have been typical behavior for Kaylee, that she often would call friends, folks, you know, for a whole bunch of things.
At any time, yeah. Multiple times until I would pick up at 3 a.m. and be like, Kaylee, what? You know?
Yeah.
And some of the last footage of her at that food court, she's on her phone 24/7 filming the whole thing. So she lived on that phone. So
yeah. It sounds like you're saying that the delays here in sharing information the delays in, well, frankly, making more progress on the investigation mean the police have lost their best opportunity, right? I think, Olivia,
Thanks,
you
Mike.
were saying that those early hours and days are key. That's when you can make real progress. Do you believe that they've missed their best chance here, or may have?
Not only is that's just not a matter of opinion, that's a matter of fact. If you look statistically at homicide cases, those first 10 days are so incredibly important in finding.
Okay, and he's right. It is important. What else is important? In the very beginning, who do they rule out first? The people closest to the victims. Now, they've got 4 victims to work through. So I'm not really that surprised that it's taking time. They have 4 people, 4 lives to analyze, 4 people and their friends, 4 people and their phones. And then among others, I mean, suspects, if they're looking at their phones and their whereabouts, all this takes incredible amounts of time.
Suspect, they determine almost 9 out of 10 times, I believe it was.
And thank you, Mike.
Find a suspect. So yeah, that's not very encouraging to hear that they want to cast this wide net of suspects now, and people we know have no involvement.
What do you guys think? That was a good idea to play that video for sure. Thank you, whoever suggested that. Awesome. He loves. I want to see one more. What is this? Kaylee's mother, sister, and aunt? Who is this?
We're continuing to cover this story from every angle. Grace Anderson is joining us right now. She's a high school friend of Kaylee Goncalves and Zaina Kernodle, and she's joining us live from Boise, Idaho. First, sorry for your loss.
She's a high school friend of Zaina and Kaylee? Since when did Zaina and Kaylee go to school together? You think that the females believe that Jack is innocent and the males don't? I can't they can't even get the girl who she went to high school with, correct? I can't watch this. But what I want to see is Jack again at the celebration of life.
Everybody know the main reason I'm up here today.
Where is the part where Jack comes up? Is this the wrong one?
They were with their best friends in the whole world.
Yeah, that's the wrong
book. It's
one.
like some kind of terrible chapter, but there's.
Is this it?
It's comforting to know that
I have to admit, I didn't watch all of this.
they live.
But this is the end, I think, where
I had to replace because for whatever reason, she would throw those cordless phones in the toilet.
I didn't watch this.
All right, I think that's everything. Is that everything? You want to say something?
Oh gosh, so I'm Olivia. I don't even know if I need this mic. I have a loud voice. I apologize. I'm Kaylee's older sister. And I mean, everyone's kind of said it. She was kind of a pain in our butts, but she was our pain in the butt, and we loved her. But one story that I, for whatever reason, thought about when I walked up here, and I haven't thought about in a long time.
Bye, Mike.
Was one time my sister came to me and she said, Olivia, I think I got something stuck up my nose. And I said, whatever, what do you mean you have something stuck up your nose? She said, I feel like there's something stuck up there. So I go and I press on her nose, and there's a really hard lump in there. So I'm like, we're gonna have to go talk to Mom. This is serious. So we take her up to Mom, and sure enough, she had a bead stuck up there. So we wind up going over to our aunt's house, Aunt Tammy, to kind of try to fish out this bead, and eventually we get it out, and we ask her, we say, Kaylee, how did you get that bead up your nose? And she goes, I don't know. It must have popped up there when I fell off the bed. And I don't know why I thought of that story. I don't know what it says about her, but that was one of my favorite stories of Kaylee.
She was a turd. That's what it means.
So, along the lines of her poem, I just want to tell everyone, if you can learn from our disaster that we're all working through together, you really have to just take care of each other. You got to reach out and hug the people, make yourself uncomfortable, and just be part of the healing, and take advantage of every opportunity that you can tell your child that you love them, and don't let them walk out that door without giving them a hug. Even if they're annoyed and they don't want you and you're embarrassing, just say, I'll hug you longer if you just don't get this over with. So
poor guy.
If that's, it's going to take that. This community is going to help us. We all know that we can't do it alone. And I thank you guys all for here and starting that process right here in our own little community. Thank you, guys.
Oh, he don't like him. He don't like that at all. He don't like that dude at all. Now, could it be because his daughter tried to call 10 times for help and he didn't answer? Could Steve be a little taken back by that? Possibly. Possibly. But let's watch that with no sound and slowed down just a touch. Because Mom is welcoming and he's got his hands all over Steve's wife. And Steve is like, not liking his hands on Christy. And look at how Jack looks at Dad, almost like, I don't know. I don't like the interaction here. Because if that boy loved his daughter, he would be embracing him as well if he felt that that boy loved his daughter. It's because the dad broke into the phone and saw the text. You think that's what it is? I don't think after this guy doesn't seem like a guy that would be in denial that his daughter is having sex with her boyfriend of 5 years or arguing with her boyfriend of 5 years, etc., etc. I don't think the dad likes this dude at all. Because if your daughter is dead, the people that love her are going to be the ones that are going to help you through it. Like, you're going to embrace those that loved your daughter like you did. It's just human nature. It's what we do. We seek those people who help us through our grief, just like her mom is doing right there. But Dad isn't doing it. Dad ain't having it. He doesn't believe that he's not involved, I think. I mean, and to think about this guy, this Jack, who his aunt says, oh, he wanted to marry Kaylee and have a family. Like, oh, that's fine and good, but do you really want your daughter marrying someone who would leave a comment on her Instagram publicly saying, does anyone have a rag I can clean up with? Gross. I think any father who saw that would be absolutely disgusted. But like I said, are you going to pick that shit apart when your daughter's dead if he didn't have anything to do with it? I would think nasty comments on Instagram would be the least of your worries. Like, I don't think you'd be holding a grudge over some comments when you're trying to find the person who just stabbed your daughter and her friends to death. I think that you would overlook those kind of comments at that point. You know what I'm saying? But Tracy, he might have to play the game. They may have to pretend like they don't suspect him. They may have to just pretend. And now they have this lawyer who has chilled them out, and maybe he filled them in on some things, you know? Ken Dalton, I did, and him making nasty comments, disrespectful comments. And look, he grabbed his son, like, come on, boy. Like, Steve goes to his son right after that interaction. Oh, shit. And look, check this out. Watch this close up. Watch Kaylee's mom. Jack's going to walk up on stage, and then watch how she puts her hand on her mouth and then touches her husband's shoulder, because I think she knows he ain't digging Jack for whatever reason. Watch. Steve should never like play poker because he does not have a poker face. Which, who could blame him? She's, I mean, obviously very distressed, but when Jack comes up on the stage, and remember they talked about the killer being at her funeral. Like, why did Jack even walk up there? Did he like insert himself by coming up there at that point in time? And why didn't he speak? There he is. She kind of just leans into him, though. She's not. Yeah, that speaks volumes to me. That is an oh no from mom. I totally agree. She's like, oh shit. She's hoping that Steve will hold it together. So there was a picture of Kaylee in a bathing suit, and he commented on it and said, anybody got a rag I can clean up with? Meaning like he jerked off. Right. Why didn't he speak? Thank you, Angie B, for putting that reminder up. All the members are invited today. 7 p.m. We're doing a do-over of the very Roberta Christmas party. So it's going to be Christmas/New Year's celebration here tonight. I've got a really special video, the best of 2022, put together for you guys. All right, here we go. Now watch Dad. Divided for sure. Divided for sure. Her dad introduced him. Let's see. Guess we need to go back to the beginning then.
We're gonna say a couple stories about our girls and help you guys understand how much we love them and how we miss them, and
oh, he is standing there. Look.
Community can get strong. and heal.
He's like hovering
and,
over there.
Mainly just understand what we lost and how much the world.
And I agree with you. That's like a soothing, like she's soothing Steve to either stay calm or, you know, just soothing him at the situation.
2 girls and these other 3 girls in Zion and Nathan.
Wait, what?
Heal and mainly just understand what we lost and how much the world has lost. These 2 girls and these other 3 girls in Zion and Nathan. All right, my wife will read a poem that she had on her page, Kaylee, and here you go.
He came across this. Going through Kaylee's stuff.
He's got his back to Jack.
Milk and honey.
Jack is not welcome up there by Steve. He's got his back to Jack and he's got his hands in his pockets. And he made that barrier between his wife and Jack.
Most important is love. Like it's the only thing you know how. At the end of the day, all of this means nothing. This page, where we're sitting, your degree, your job, the money, nothing even matters except love and human connection. You, who you love, and how deeply you love them, how you touch the people around you, and how much you give them. Reflection was getting me.
Kaylee was our middle child out of 5. She was always competitive. She was smack dab middle, so Stephen and Olivia were a little bit older. Autumn and Aubrey were a little bit younger, so she kind of had to figure out where to fit in, and she definitely did. There was never a day that she didn't want to race her brother because...
Is there another view of this where it's zoomed out to show him standing there? I need to look. Because if he's standing there the whole time, that is so awkward. I just have to see if there's another.
She was always.
My kids were... This is God's will.
This is from the actual place where it was held. And they are not showing.
Milk and honey.
Damn it.
Most important is love.
God, you only see him like in the very big. See, he's kind of right there. All right, let's watch when they walk up. Oh, hold on. I got to make it smaller for you guys. This is crazy weird. Hold on. Thanks for bearing with me, you guys. Thanks for being here as well. New subscribers, thank you, thank you. All right, here we go. We've got some of the friends walking up with them as well, but notice there's no Jack yet. Let's watch this again. Okay, there. No, he's up there before they hug. You'll see. There he is. Oh,
I want to thank you guys all for
dude.
coming here today.
Dad just leaned away from him. Did you see that?
Did I ask them to do that?
Watch him lean away from Jack.
Who? I want to thank you guys all for coming here today. This is the
Ooh,
Gonzalez
and
family.
he side-eyed him too. Things aren't good in Jack's world, y'all. Not good at all.
I want to thank you guys all for coming here today. This
Oh,
is
those
the
are her
Gonzalez family.
Oh, I didn't know those were her siblings. Look at them looking at Jack.
We got Jack up here, and I want to thank Xana's family for putting this together.
That's all he said is we've got Jack up here. This is a relationship of 5 years. We've got Jack up here. Lordy. Let's watch that again, shall we? And look at the sister with the long blonde hair. Look at how she looks at him. And isn't it weird he went to the other side of Dad? Why? He does have something to read in his hand. Right, we got Jack up here. We've got nothing.
I want to thank you guys all for coming here today. This is the Gonzalez family. We got Jack up here, and I want to thank Xana's family for putting this together. I didn't have to pick up the phone. I didn't have to write an email. I didn't have to do anything. And I know that an event like this large with all these things took a lot of people, and they volunteered their time. And we want to thank who you know if you were a part of this. I can't say everyone by name, but I want to thank you. We're going to say a couple stories about our girls and help you guys understand how much we love them and how we miss them, and how we hope this community can get strong and heal. And
Can we talk about him being weak, Ken Dalton? That's a really good point to bring up. Ted Bundy was not a big guy at all. Ted Bundy. Let's see. Let me get Ted Bundy's stats, because Ted Bundy did some brutal stabbings. So Ted Bundy was, let's see. He was 6 foot tall. He was 5'10". Sorry, not in 160 pounds. 5'10" and 160 pounds for Ted Bundy. So size in this case doesn't matter.
God almighty.
Ted Bundy went into a sorority house and stabbed multiple girls. Yeah, what did she know? Okay, here we go. Let's go back.
Mainly just understand what we lost and how much the world has lost with these 2 girls and these other 3 girls in Zion and Nathan. All right, my wife will read a poem that she had on her page, Kaylee, and here you go.
He came across this. Going through Kaylee's stuff. It's called Milk and Honey.
Most important is love. Like it's the only thing you know how. At the end of the day, all of this means nothing. This page, where we're sitting, your degree, your job, the money.
Mind you, he's still standing there.
Nothing even matters.
And there's a big, huge gap, which is so weird. You would think this family would be embracing him. I mean, the film, the cameraman doesn't even pick him up, which is so weird.
If that's, it's going to take that.
Is he trying to stay out of the frame of the camera?
He's going to help us. We all know that we can't do it alone. And I thank you guys all for here and starting that process right here in our own little community. Thank you guys.
No, Dad ushered his entire family away from that dude. And when they entered, I guarantee you, they knew he was going to go up there and they had a plan. Because none of them wanted to be by Jack.
I want to thank you guys all for coming here today.
Those 2 younger girls are petrified. They look absolutely petrified.
I want to thank you guys all for coming here today. This is the Gonzalez family.
And notice that the 2 older siblings have the 2 younger ones flanked. Are those like twin sisters of her? I didn't know she had younger sisters. Exactly, Paula. There's no way. How could they have cleared Jack so soon? If he said he was at home and asleep, you're going to have to do better than that, buddy. You just broke up with her 3 weeks ago and now she's dead. And all you've got is you were home in bed, but you're sitting on a bar stool at the corner bar an hour and a half before they get killed?
We got Jack up here, and I want to thank Xanis.
We got Jack up here, but never gives Jack an opportunity to talk. Never addresses Jack, never looks at Jack again. He doesn't want this dude anywhere near his family.
And I don't know why I thought of that story. I don't know what it says about her, but that was one of my favorite stories of Kaylee.
She was a turd. That's what it means.
So, along the lines of her poem, I just want to tell everyone, if you can learn from our disaster that we're all working through together, you really have to just take care of each other. You got to reach out and hug people, make yourself uncomfortable, and just be part of the healing and take advantage of every opportunity that you can tell your child that you love them, and don't let them walk out that door without giving them a hug. Even if they're annoyed and they don't want you and you're embarrassing, just say, I'll hug you longer if you just don't get this over with. So if that's, it's going to take that. This community is going to help us. We all know.
Okay, so this is supposedly the guy that the family is embracing 1,000%. Remember, Christy said 1,000% we stand behind Jack. Do you get that feeling here? Don't you think after a 5-year relationship that the brother would want to, you know, give condolences to Jack? Don't you think that the little sisters, being that they were 5 years younger when they first started seeing Jack, would be a little closer? Makes no sense.
That we can't do it alone. And I thank you guys all for here and starting that process right here in our own little community. Thank you guys.
Craziness. And then we go back to this. By the way, that is not Chief Fry. That is the owner of the Corner Club. His name is Mark. Well, we will see. Like someone said, they're having a celebration of life for Miss Kaylee this weekend. So I guess it'll be interesting to see if Jack is there, if he speaks, and what he says. But Kaylee broke up with him 3 weeks prior. Why would she care if he was there with another? But it doesn't sound like the family was mad at him. They said 1,000%. They stand by him 1,000%. There was no gestures at all. And now he's clearly at the Corner Club. Right. Make it make sense. And the younger girl, the one, she's got her arms crossed. They're disturbed. They're so disturbed. And I feel like it goes beyond the murders. He could be upset that he didn't answer, but if he was truly sleeping, how could you hold that against a kid? Apparently that's Adam in the corner. You guys are going to have to be kind and rewind. He may have had that poem printed out, you guys, and they didn't need it. She got it off her phone. That's what I think just dawned. And I think the cops want him to think he's not a suspect. I mean, that's a plausible scenario. I'm not saying it's the facts, but that's a plausible scenario. I agree, Jacqueline. Ken Dalton, anyone know if the rumors about Jack S. being in Africa are true or not? And why aren't the police trying to get him back? Because I don't think he's in Africa. I think that was social media taking things to an extreme. Summer, exactly. So it's interesting to go back because that celebration of life was a month ago. That was a month ago, you guys. A 1,000%. Hold on. Let's see. Kaylee Goncalves' mom. Right here.
Victims deserve answers, and so do their families.
And that's happening to them.
Your best friend crawling into bed.
Just crawling in bed.
Every
and
girl
the
in
boogeyman
America
comes.
knows what that's
The
like.
boogeyman doesn't, meet you at McDonald's. I mean, the boogeyman comes and snatches you out of your bedroom.
Steve, we've been talking. I've been talking to folks in the community. You said something that stuck with me. You said, until this person is caught, you can't sleep in your bed.
No. I can't just lay in my bed and do nothing. That's not the way I raised my family. That's not the way I raised my girls and my son.
That's exactly what the boy said, too. He's like, laying in my bed crying isn't going to do any good or something like that.
Don't be a victim. You stand up for yourself and you do everything in your power to make sure people hear you. And they're gonna hear Kaylee. They're gonna hear Maddie. They're gonna hear these.
The other two as well.
Yes. I'm careful saying anything about them because I need to be careful because I can't speak on somebody else's child. But these two girls, I'm not trying to be a glory hound, but these two girls, I'm gonna do what I can do, and we're not being victims. We're gonna fight. We're gonna figure out how to make sure that we hold everybody, accountable, and we keep eyes and attention on this and get this thing resolved.
Steve, you have made it very clear to our audience that you are supportive of law enforcement. You support the investigation.
I will replay that when I'm done with this one, Leo. I'll play that one again.
Recently, I've been watching and talking with you, and you're getting frustrated. What does that frustration come from, sir?
They put certain people between you and the officers that are making things happen. And those people are like lawyers, and they don't want to say anything, and they don't have the guts to come up and be alpha and be like leaders and say, hey, we might say something that's wrong. We're going to take that hit. So the officers, they look me straight in their eyes. The lead detective looked me in his eyes. I have no doubt he's working as hard as he can. But somebody isn't communicating. There's nothing being released. It seems like they're trying to suppress the story. We want to put rewards out there, like, don't do that. Yeah, I get it. Your town doesn't want to have reward posters posted all over when you come and you do your rush. You're not going to get a lot of students if they see those things. But this community is not going to heal until this guy's pulled off the streets. It ain't going to happen. Think it through. It's not going to happen. He has to be off the streets. We all are working for the same thing.
When was the last time y'all heard from the police?
Thursday,
we looked at our phone records. We want to be accurate. We don't want to sell anyone out.
About 3 o'clock on Thursday.
And did y'all get an update from the police about the investigation?
There was nothing. We have no updates for you.
There was no update. They needed me to sign a waiver form so that they could investigate something.
Some mail.
That was mail related. So we're working with them. We're not selling them.
Mail related.
We love our law support.
The FBI, everybody that's here. We just have no information as family, and it gets tough day after day after day. I mean, every day you just wake up and think today's the day. We're going to hear something, and you see these, there's a break in the case, and it'll just be something stupid.
The sixth person on the lease that was never there. Stop playing games. This is serious. These are people's lives, and this is the future of this community. There's going to be 10,000, 15,000 kids that come.
Wait, was Jack on the lease at one point and move out? Is that possible?
This community next year, or they don't. So be serious.
I had the opportunity to speak to some of my sources, and I've been told that there were differences in the way that the victims were killed. Some were more severe than the other. And this week we heard the target attack walk back and then reverse it back to it being a target attack. What can you tell us about the targeted attack?
They have told us that it was targeted, but they told us they can't tell who. We asked specifically, and they said, we'll try to get that information to you. And they got back to us a day or so later, and they said, we're sorry, we can't give you that information. But then a day later, we saw in the news that it was not targeted, or they think the whole house was targeted. But
I'll cut to the chase.
Yeah.
Their means of death don't match.
Maddie's and Kaylee's cause of death, it does not match based on the autopsy report.
They don't match.
Would indicate that one of them.
He doesn't have to
may
go
have
up
been
the steps. Let's stop playing games, guys. I need somebody to step up and be an alpha. Be somebody to be a leader. Don't make me do it. I don't want to do it. He doesn't have to go up the steps. Their points of damage don't match. I'm just gonna say it wasn't leaked to me. I earned that. I paid for that funeral.
Their points of damage don't match.
He doesn't have to go up the steps. Their points of damage don't match. I'm just gonna say it wasn't leaked to me. I earned that. I paid for that funeral. I paid for that. It's my right. You ain't taking that from me.
Calm down.
If you don't want to say nothing, that's your bet. But don't say I'm leaking anything. I paid that bill. Sent my daughter to college to get an education. She came back in the box, and I can speak on that.
I was also told from sources that are closer to an investigation, because there was a lot of roommates in there. And this was horrific for those roommates that were there as well.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
The preservation of this crime scene. Witnesses tell me that it may have well been preserved because the phone was passed around between one of the fraternity members and the girls. One of them unfortunately witnessed the death, the body there. Can you confirm that?
We cannot actually. We know nothing about that whole phone call. We've asked.
Dude, he's biting his tongue right there. What was that question? I need to replay that because I'm confused.
Members and the girls, one of them unfortunately witnessed the death, the body there. Can you confirm that?
We cannot actually. We know nothing about that whole phone call. We've asked. And it's, I mean, I know that a lot of people want to know, but that's just not our.
I think, now, I could be wrong, but the roommates, who would they call over in the morning? Someone close to the girls? Would they have called Jack D over in the morning? Because they don't seem to know too much about this phone call, and they seem very upset about that. This 911 call that was made so many hours later.
People want to know, but that's just not our agenda.
It's Steve's agenda, but he's biting his tongue.
About that whole phone call, we've asked, and it's, I mean, I know that a lot of people want to know, but that's just not our agenda. We just are like, somebody called 911, somebody was reported unconscious. We don't really know. I mean, we've heard so many different things, and nothing has been clarified.
There were several kids in that house when the police arrived. Not just one friend, several. The whole scene was contaminated.
Or been told to us at all. And I mean, I don't know if I personally have asked anything about that. I don't know if you have asked that, but we know that this is getting 3 weeks in, and it's starting to get, we don't want it to go cold. We're reaching out. I've reached out to friends down in California today that have connections that we're hoping to raise some money to get a reward, to get a private investigator.
Third party.
Why go the private route? Do y'all worry that at the end of this week that this case may be
100%.
cold?
We're scared.
When you tell me you don't want a photo up there with the reward offering information, that kind of sounds like you're trying to like suppress the story. I mean, why do you not need help? But hey, I could be wrong, and you officers, I apologize if I'm wrong.
Yeah,
I want to. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. But if you don't have the information, people do know. If they don't, then the community. This is a community that is IT based. These guys live a digital footprint like we've never. All of us older people, we don't know how much that digital footprint could be helpful. So that's what we asked for. I hope like a DNA, a family lineage, if they could come out here and just start taking. This town is not that big. We could figure out this, and it might not be him. It might be a family member. We have family all going to the school together. You know, there's cousins, there's aunts, there's uncles. We could find this guy with volunteers.
Lineage companies were,
Put Idaho on the map.
Christy, Steve, we're going to stay on this case.
Thank you.
We're not
Thank you.
going anywhere.
Thank you.
You guys have been candid with us. We'll keep asking questions.
Interesting. Hey, potatoes. Check it out, potato. Jack was at the corner club. Jack D, if you're just tuning in, who we think is Jack D anyhow. We were going to talk about Hunter and all this other stuff, and then, boom, this came out. And we're going to watch that video just a second, you guys. We will watch the walk to the Grubhub again. Just give me 2 seconds. I'm lagging a little bit here. Oops. All right, I got to see what you guys are saying. Let me come back to chat. Hey, Shell. No, hoodie guy is not Jack D. So let me get my handy dandy annotation tool. This right here. So this right here is hoodie guy. Oops. Ah, my annotation tool is on crack. Hold on. All right. So here we have hoodie guy. I don't know why this is like all off the chain. Oh, yeah, I do. Hold on. Ah. Oh, boy. All right, here we go. Again. All right, so this is hoodie guy here. This is the owner of the corner club. This is allegedly Adam right here. And then we have obviously Kaylee and Madison. And then this dude here looks to be Jack D. We got the foot and the face. See that? Yeah, the zip ties are a drinking game. I did have that set up, but no, that is the owner of the corner club. His name is Mark. Yes, blessed light. So Jack D and Hoodie Guy were there, but only Hoodie Guy walked them to the food truck. That's correct. No, this is Jack. Check it out. Check it out. I'm not going to make you be kind and rewind because I am still stunned by this. All right. The feet give it away. Like this dude cannot, he can't hide the feet. Let me just say that. All right. So here we go. Let's make that bigger. Okay, see the shoe? Now wait for it. Wait for it. Oh, Lord, we have a match. Same. Same. Maybe the bar owner released it. Who knows? Maybe it was meant to just be released to put pressure on. And we're not really supposed to know where it came from. Maybe we're questioning something we shouldn't be questioning. Maybe we should just go with it. But yeah. I mean, like Lizzie Bones said, those are some clown feet. No, they haven't confirmed it. I confirmed it. That's my confirmation that we have a match. That's just me speculating that we have a match. I just don't think you can like find someone with these kinds of feet, the socks, the black pants. Okay, let me get my annotation out again because now I see more proof that this is Jack. And why do I keep getting National Lampoon's Vegas or European Vacation stuck in my head? God, I miss Jack when she looks at the sausage. Hey, Megan. Xana's mom's record has nothing to do with this. Okay. Let's take a look here. Here we have the clown shoe. Okay, that's the clown shoe. Here we have hold on. Fuck. I'm really trying to use this tool to my advantage. Okay. Because it's really helpful. Okay. So clown shoe we have here. And then clown shoe here. We're going to go through this step by step. See the clown shoe? See the top of this one? Yeah. Okay. Then we have over here white sock with skinny ass ankle. See that? White sock, skinny ankle. Okay. Then we have black pants with elastic, like my boys wore when they were toddlers. There's his skinny ass leg. See it? Skinny leg. Skinny leg right here. Okay, so I'm going to delete this. Now look. Tell me that's not the same pants, ankle, and foot. I mean, I just saw that with the ankle and shit right here. Those dirty laces. The long clown Nike shoe. Look how skinny his ankle is. It him. Match. So let's now look at his hat. Oh. I don't know. Just judging by the parents' body language, not matching, standing by Jack 1,000%. The breakup 3 weeks prior. Jack being at the corner club, but not walking with the girls. Just hoodie guy walking with the girls. And then them being ambushed. And then them calling Jack 10 times. It all does not add up. Very good. I know I have other pictures of this dude. I just pulled this up just real quick. And then we also have this to add to it. That's my list of Jack shit. I don't think he's older. I think he looks like Jack. He's tired. He's spent. Same dude. And then he says here, Anyone got a rag I can clean up with? Not very respectful, in my opinion. Thank you, Jamin John. James Dean or Elvis more handsome? The Jack calls were made at 2:24. Don't quote me on that. 2:24 to 2:52. Hey, Heathen. Oh my God, I love all the stuff you sent me. Amazing. No, there's a Hunter Johnson as well. I'm going to have to redo my live and talk about Hunter Johnson because this got derailed by this photo being released. They're all at 117 weeks. Maybe that was a point when they had broken up. Because remember, they were like on again, off again, they said. What do you mean, Potato? Parents' opinion of Jack means nothing. As far as what? If they're sus of him? I don't really care like what they think of him, but what I'm saying is what they're saying in their body language at the celebration of life are two contradictory things. Well, the hoodies is because it's fucking cold there. I just feel like that has to be Jack at the Corner Club. No, exactly, Potato. That's why I think it's just talk. Oh, yeah, we can hear the audio again. I'm sorry. I got sidetracked. Absolutely. Let me get back to that. Thank you for reminding me because I did want to play that again. I think we need to go back and play all the interviews again because it's funny how Ethan's family has been separate from them and Xana's dad, like her family's kind of been quiet, you know. Okay, we're going to watch them walk and listen again. J is for Justice podcast.
Roberta.
You told him everything? That, yeah, okay, let's listen again. Tara, thank you so much. Sorry if I'm making you guys dizzy here. I've got so many crops going on, I gotta... Tara Cook, you're on the nice list. I see, I can't hear anything over that damn truck. They're going to get you guys, Maddie, if you don't stop.
What did you say to Adam? I told Adam everything.
No, they're talking about after you hear her say, I told Adam everything. They're saying that they can hear Kaylee say, you told him everything, but I don't hear that. I'll play it again.
What did you say to Adam? I told Adam everything.
I told him I knew everything.
What did you say to Adam? I told Adam everything.
Is he? I told him I knew everything, or I told Adam everything.
What did you say to Adam? I told Adam everything.
I know it does. I told Adam everything, but then it also sounds like I told him I knew everything. I know. What is everything? Hey, Miss Robin, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, babe.
What did you say to Adam? I told Adam everything.
I told Adam everything. Meep. So Adam and Jack are the problem here.
This here at 6, it's not just travelers who are stranded because of the winter storm that hit much of the country. It's also the bags.
Shit.
Look at the...
And the question is, what's everything, like Robin said? Again, you guys, I think that is Jack D at the Corner Club. Exactly, Curious Cat. That's the question of the day. Jack D wasn't asleep. If he was at the club, why didn't he answer the phone? I'm just going to play the audio with no video, guys. And again, subscribe to Crime Circus. That is where we originally got this breakdown from, which was amazing. But I am going to just play the audio of that, and then you guys can be the judge. And then we're going to wrap this baby up. I have a going out video, so don't leave. Don't leave just yet. J is for Justice podcast.
Roberta.
He very well could have, Nicole. Killers do that a lot. They try to cover their tracks.
What did you say to Adam? I told Adam everything.
Here it is again.
What did you say to Adam? Like, I told Adam everything.
I told Adam everything. That's what I hear. And I hear, they're going to get you guys, Maddie, if you don't stop. They're going to get you guys, Maddie, if you don't stop. And then there's a pause, and then Kaylee.
What did you say to Adam? Like, I told Adam everything.
Interesting, huh? Adam, Jack D are definitely players here. Definitely changes the game with him being in that bar, if that is him, which definitely seems to be a match with those big old feet that he's got. So you guys are going to have to, if you're replaying this, please let me know what you think in the comment section below. I'm sure everyone's going to hear their version of what they think is being said. And it's like, you can hear what you want to hear. You know, if you've got it in your mind, you might just hear that. But I thought I had a good going out video. I can't find it. So the facial hair match is on. Yeah. All right, you guys, enjoy the replay. I am out of here. You guys dance it out, Roberters.
God almighty.
I have enjoyed today's live. It has been long,
Roberta.
but I learned a lot from you guys. So thank you so much. And thanks for being here. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for becoming members. I will see you at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The link will be in a community post. So be checking community post for the very merry and happy New Year Roberta tonight. I'll see you then. Thanks, guys.
I didn't want to see you again for the rest of my whole life, and I didn't want to see anybody else either.
Roberta.
We're all gonna have so much fucking fun we'll need plastic surgery to remove our goddamn smiles. You'll be whistling Symphony Doodah out of your assholes.